What is your top tip
for navigating
gatekeepers?
A gatekeeper is the first person that you come against, and sometimes they can be just as important as the decision maker.
I think you've got to be genuinely sincere. You've got to care about their day, and you've got to be original.
Make them the best friend. Go off topic. Ask them about their day. Ask them about their week. Make them understand who you are, why you're calling.
Ask them questions about the business. Ask them, can you help me out for a moment? And that way you're going to have a much better relationship with them and a higher chance of navigating them.
Treat them as a decision maker. If you treat somebody with respect, I believe that they'll kind of open up a bit more, make them feel valued.
Which is why I always like to keep track of their names as you go by. Names have so much power.
Treat them as a human being. They're not there to upset you. They've just got a job to do, and get them on your side. How do you get a
decision maker
on board?
Difficult question, because it varies each decision maker you talk to. Some can be a bit brusque.
I listen to their style, the speed of how they're talking.
Some can be bulldozers, some can be really quite meek and not sure what they want.
I try and adapt to that style, and then I try and find a need and sum up very quickly with some of the USPs.
It's all about responding to their personalities, listening to them, finding out what they're like, what they need.
The decision maker, it generally takes about 30 seconds for them to get an impression of you. So I would make sure I do my research, have a good opening statement with maybe the terminology that they use so that they will take you seriously.
If you show somebody a bit of kind of insight and knowledge within that area, they will open up.
For instance, I mean, you might have called ahead, you might have called another time, the decision maker was on holiday. You get through to the decision maker after he's back, and sometimes even the first thing you say in that call is, I understand you're on holiday, how was your holiday? And it's always a good way to sort of get in with the decision maker.
I think it's all about building rapport. It's all about asking questions, getting into a conversation, making it a two-way thing.
Build a relationship with them before you begin. Doesn't work with all, but generally a good way to go.